Welcome to J. Marie Yoga. Today you are going to need 2 blocks or 2 thick books, and we're just going to hit up the core. So coming to sit, nice and tall, feet out in front of you, legs are straight, your feet are pulled in towards your face. You are trying to sit up nice and tall, so try not to round through the back at all. We're going to reach our arms up, pull the ribs in. We're going to lift our right leg up and then the left. Trying to sit up nice and tall. This is the moment I had a mega cramp. So we're just going to keep on doing that on either side. Just rub it out if you have a cramp. And keep on switching just for a few cycles here. And from here, we're going to bring those blocks just to the edge of the mat, just on the outside of our ankles. We're going to sit up nice and tall again, and then we're going to lift our right foot and then just swing it to the outside of that block, and then bring it back onto the inside and switch sides with the left. Continuing to do this just a couple times. Trying your best to keep that core nice and straight. If you haven't tired out yet, you can just try this. I just wanted to switch it up. And then we're going to move on to the next pose. Just sliding your blocks back so that way they're accessible. Just reach your hands behind you and give your tummy a nice little stretch for a moment. And then lift the legs up. We're going to come into half Navasana for now. You can straighten your legs if you'd like. If you're not so strong, you can bend your legs and just work on straightening one leg at a time. It will build the strength. Keeping the hands on the ground for now. And then we're going to lift our hands off of the ground and come into our lifted Navasana before we lower down into our low boat pose, holding it here. Trying to lift back up and then lower. And do this a few times. If you can't do this, that's totally fine. Just work with whatever you can. Building the strength is kind of the point here. Bringing yourself up and moving on to the next pose. Cross your ankles and sit into a cross-legged position. Blocks right beside your hips. We're going to push the hands down into the blocks, lifting our bum up off the ground. Trying to bring the knees into the chest as we round through the back. Try as much as possible to be light on your feet. And then sit down, reach all the way up, shake it out. We're going to do that again. Pushing down into the blocks, lifting the bum round through the back. Try to pull the feet off the ground. Mine don't lift, that's okay. And then we're going to lower down. And in between each one, I like to just reach up and shake it out. This time we're going to have the feet come out in front of us. We're going to push down into the blocks, pull the knees tight into the chest, and round into a little ball as much as you can. Again, trying to be light on the feet, and sit down, stretch it out. One more time, we're going to push down into the blocks. As you can see, my bum shifted back slightly as I come into a round circle, and push down into the feet and lift the hips up into reverse tabletop, and then come back into that lifted elevated seat into reverse tabletop. Come back and pull into a tight little ball. Try to lift that right leg. Try to lift that left leg. Sitting down and then reach up. We're going to just give ourselves a nice little stretch here. So pull the toes to the face, grab the feet, and just pull yourself forward. Nice little rounded back here. And then come up to sit. Getting yourself set up again so you can push down into the blocks, lifting the bum off the ground, and then lift the left leg. Try to lift the right leg. See if you can lift both legs at the same time. I couldn't, but keep trying. Right foot, left foot, keep doing what you can. Sit down, roll the wrists out. And then we're going to push back up and try to come into a little ball before you send your feet back out. And then pull it and send them out. And do it a couple more times. If you're still with me, we're just going to stretch it out a little bit. Just arch the chest up. And then we'll move on. For our final one, we are going to come into a cross-legged position. We're going to set up our shoulders, so roll them down and back. Push down into the blocks, round through the back. Try to pull the knees in and be light on the feet. See how long you can hold this one. I'm going to come out of this, rolling out my wrists, pointing and flexing those feet. Keep on practicing these exercises to get stronger in the core. Thank you so much. Namaste.